I need for you to send me to hell.
Fine, I'll give you exactly what you asked for, and you'll have to deal with the consequences alone!
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
For those of you guys who do not remember Dragon Ball GT, Piccolo ended up dying on Earth due to the Black Star Dragon Balls and was sent to heaven. During the Super 17 arc, Goku ended up getting trapped in hell. So when Piccolo found this out, he started blasting heaven, forcing King Yama to send him to hell. While there, him and Dende ended up creating a portal so Goku could return back to Earth and face off against Android 17, or Super 17. Ultimately, at the end of the series, Piccolo ended up being stuck in hell, and he was sort of like a savior for the ogres that were down there, destroying various monsters that were there, and then Goku ended up just teleporting himself into hell to the surprise of Piccolo, who understandably was like, hey, I sacrificed myself so you can get out of hell, what are you doing here? And Goku just says, oh, I came to say goodbye, and that was basically it. Piccolo got left behind in hell in Dragon Ball GT, which is something probably a lot of people don't remember. So with that being said, I was thinking of the most interesting way to return Piccolo back to Earth, and I was thinking this could be a really cool and interesting storyline for potential fan fiction, or if somebody wants to create a fan manga for this. And if you do, totally give me some credit, because I think I've come up with a really interesting Piccolo story after Dragon Ball GT. Now, of course, along with many of the things that really aren't explained in Dragon Ball GT, King Yama could simply just pop Piccolo back into heaven, and there you go. Then they could use the Dragon Balls from Namek to wish him back to Earth. That would be the easiest way to do this, but not the most cinematic. I think giving Piccolo a journey through hell to get to heaven, similar to Dante's Inferno, would be a really unique and fun story that could shed some light on Piccolo's psyche while also fleshing him out even more. I mean, when he's in hell, when he's going through all the torture of trying to get through hell, go back to heaven, and wish himself back, he could be mentally tortured throughout the entire time. Something similar to the final season of Samurai Jack, where Jack is having all those reoccurring visions of him being stuck in the future. Piccolo could be having something similar where he's kind of losing his mind because he's stuck in hell. And so you could have this story include many things, such as Frieza and Cell, because they were part of Dragon Ball GT's hell, and so Piccolo could face off against them. Or if you wanted to do something fun where you kind of mix Super and GT, you could have it where Piccolo ends up going on a level of hell that is Frieza's hell, and he has to face off against all the cute little creatures that are coming after him or torturing Frieza. He could go to different levels. He could face off against the evil part of Kid Buu that was sent to hell, because we know that the goodness from Buu, or whatever was there, was reincarnated into Oob. Or you could just totally say that Kid Buu was reincarnated into Oob, but I think it's more fun in the context of the story to say that the good part of Buu was reincarnated into Oob and the evil part is still in hell, and then that could be another foe that Piccolo could face. One of the major missed opportunities from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super that Dragon Ball Heroes has taken advantage of is the Demon Realm, and King Deborah could be in this version of hell. He could have been sent back from heaven to hell, similar to what happened to Piccolo. He could have, shaken off all that being nice at the end of Dragon Ball Z and got sent right back to either hell or the Demon Realm, or the Demon Realm could have some tie-in with hell, even though I know the Demon Realm is its own thing, but they could maybe be sending agents to try to take Piccolo and kidnap him and turn him to the dark side, or something along those lines. Would be a phenomenal story, and fleshing out the demon characters from Dragon Ball Heroes and the demon concepts from Dragon Ball Heroes into a fanfic style story. Ultimately, Piccolo will return and end up escaping hell, similar to the way Goku did it a while back in the Saiyan saga, but obviously his is going to be more hardcore because he's facing off against creatures, he's facing off against sins, things like that. To be perfectly honest, I don't see why we couldn't add Janemba into the mix in this, because Janemba is a product of evil souls and he was in the other world, so I don't see why we couldn't just add him into this as well. All this is the culmination of Piccolo not really getting any depth past Dragon Ball Z, so That's the reason I came up with the story, and I thought that this would be a really cool way to kind of finalize Piccolo's journey, because being stuck in hell at the end of Dragon Ball GT, even though it's not canon anymore, it's really depressing. And what would be really cool is if throughout his journey he gets a new transformation or a new mode that he goes into, where it's almost like Demon Piccolo. I mean, his father was the Demon King Piccolo, so it'd be pretty cool if that sort of power got instilled in him and he gets all red and he has like demon powers, and maybe his aura, instead of being a regular aura or regular ki, is like flames or something along those lines. But that's all just fanboying to the max. Either way, I thought this would be a really cool story, so if you guys have anything you want to add to it or any thoughts on the story, let me know in the comment section below so we can go ahead and have a discussion. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Dragon Ball content. This is going to be Dragon Ball Black, signing off.